All right, we're in round two. I don't have a green source, but I think I'm going to keep this hand because it's compulsive. Might be wrong. Guess we'll find out. If we can get a green source of which we have... Yeah, I think this hand's actually just a keep. We have a lot of ways to get a green source. And if we do get a green source, we're in good shape. All right, so some sort of combo. Usually that's what these decks are. I imagine Reanimator or something like that. Or Storm. All right. No green source yet. I'm guessing Reanimator. Una's Prowler fits into that archetype pretty nicely. Alright, did find the green source, so we'll get our Mystic down there. And then we'll pass. Next turn we can go Elves of Deep Shadow. We can go compulsive into Elves of Deep Shadow, which is pretty good. We can also drop opposition next turn and start trying to lock him out of lands, but probably don't need to do that yet. I think we just get some more dudes down first before I start trying to land lock them. Alright, so looks like he is going to be rezzing. Yep, and we're going to lose all of our lands, so pretty rough shape now, but he had a pretty ideal strategy going with the Imperial Seal and all that, so it's okay. I can do nothing. Ooh, Croson Grip was a good draw. Alright, well, could be worse to tell the truth. Could definitely be worse. Okay, so the question, do I want to just take 10 or do I want to discard something to Prowler to give us a couple more Elves of Deep Shadow uses? Am I going to need Upheaval anymore? Probably not. And then I'm Croson Gripping. Yeah, I think I'm going to discard. I'd rather be on the opposition Battlesphere plan than the Upheaval plan. And I still want my Compulsive because I'm going to need some land, so alright. Ditch the Upheaval. We'll take 8. Hopefully draw a land. Otherwise, we're going to slam Croson Grip regardless, so it doesn't really matter. But I would like a land. Alright, very good. I'll take it. And we'll probably just find a breeding pool with that, I imagine. So, I guess I am going to go to 7, though. That's alright. We're still fine. So we pass. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're still okay. It's definitely some trouble, though. One card left in his hand, too. Alright, so Croson Grip the Sundering Titan. I think we're pretty much dead now. I don't think I can come back from that. I always forget when it's Leaves play, too. Jeez. It's so harsh. I guess I should have, well, yeah, that would have made sense. I should have done it in response to the, well, he still would have been able to float it. Yeah, I don't think we can win anymore. I had a shot for a second there, but I don't think so anymore. So I'm losing against Reanimator. All right. Guess Battle Sphere is not happening. Hierarch. And then I have to discard Compulsive. And we're still going to die to the Shriekmaw. Alright, I guess I don't show any more cards. I think we're dead. I can't do it. I could discard something to the Prowler, but now we're just going to take the loss. I don't want to show him any more info. So that sucks. Alright, let's try this again. So we lost against Reanimator. What can I do against Reanimator? I can not do much. I can Nature's Claim his Sunring Titan, which isn't bad. I wish I had a way to deal with his graveyard. I just do not. I don't have a relic or anything like that. So I guess we just do the claim because he's probably got some other artifacts and enchantments in there. Shriekmaw's certainly a big deal, but I can't do anything about that. Excuse me. Anything to cut. Counterspell and Force of Will are still going to be amazing as per usual in this matchup. Absolutely incredibly good in this matchup. Especially when he's digging with like Imperial Seal to find, you know, one of his res spells, and then we just force his res when he tries to do it or whatever. So we do have the outs. Let's ditch Thrun again. I'm just not super impressed with that card. I guess it can block Sunring Titan, but I'd rather just destroy the Sunring Titan. Alright, let's try this again. Would like to play first. Counterspell's kind of nice, but yeah, we'll keep this. So we get to go Pilgrim into Compulsive. I could just play the island if I knew I was getting a blue source, but at least I can wreck artifacts. So it looks like an exact repeat of round one, which is always a bummer, but I can do nothing about it. Not the ideal draw. I think we're just going Island, Compulsive, and hopefully finding a Force of Will. There it is. Alright, no lands to discard, so we're going to have to actually get rid of cards. I think we're ditching... Well, Dungeon Geist's actually kind of useful. I kind of want to keep a blue card to... I mean, I kind of need it for Force of Will. I need to exile something. I don't want to ditch the sword. I could do the Dungeon Geist, but I like the idea of locking down his fatty. He does have Shriekmaw, though. I could see that. Okay. It's probably best to just ditch the Upheaval, and since I'm missing land drops, I don't want to do Elves of Deep Shadow. Maybe we do Upheaval Nature's Claim. I could see that being reasonable. As much as I like the Nature's Claim. Alright, so we have the Force of Will for anything relevant. Una's Prowler does not count. Only care about stopping the reanimation. Black Lotus is fine. We're just stopping whatever's relevant. Yeah, Baneslayer. That is actually relevant enough, so we'll do that. And I guess we'll ditch the Dungeon Geist because he's got removal in his deck. Yeah, We'll do that. Stop the Baneslayer. You can still res it, but let's see if we get a blue source. And could we be so lucky? No. All right. And a little bit of a predicament here, since now I guess sword actually helps the reanimation deck. That kind of sucks. No blue source kind of sucks too, but I think we just play this sword and then pass. This way what? I don't know. This way if we draw blue source, next turn we can leave up counterspell and equip Sword of Body and Mind. Alright. Kind of a bummer, but not the worst. Missed his land drop too, so I guess we got that going for us. Battlesphere is a pretty bad draw, but that's alright. No plays, no lands. That's good for us. Let's see, there's our blue source. Alright, so I do kind of want to hit him this turn, though. Problem is, if I equip Sword of Body and Mind and leave up Counterspell, I'm telegraphing Counterspell. But I think I'm going to do the safe play, which is leave up Counterspell. Could not telegraph more, but I just want to be able to counter if I have to. Una's Prowler. Do I care about Una's Prowler? I don't want to trade right now. No, I don't care about Una's Prowler because I can discard a card if he blocks and be fine. Ponder. I wish I could play that. If I knew I could get a blue source from it, I would do it. All right, I think we're just gonna ditch the. Well, what are we ditching? Maybe the Croson Grip, but more likely the Ponder. I'm only a few mana away from the Battlesphere. All right, he's taking it. That's good. So we deal some damage. We do some milling. He got a Shielder it in there. Admittedly, Sword of Body and Mind is not exactly what you want to do against a res deck, but that's okay, especially one that's running Tombstalker. I don't feel like we have a great matchup here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. He also has Mox too. What a jerk. Lotus and Mox. That's a pretty solid looking reanimator. Take our punishment. No plays, very good. See if we get a blue source yet. Elvish Mystic is very good. Go for the throat. So I could protect him, but it's not worth it in my mind. So instead, we'll just get in with a wolf. Drop a Mystic and pass. Bone Shredder does not matter, so we'll let that occur. It's going to become a big deal if we don't draw lands soon, but what can I say? I'm hoping we draw lands. There it is. Land, equip. Swing. He's got the blocker this turn, but we're still okay. As long as we have the counter spell for the res, we're alright. Dark Grit. Alright. That one's a big bummer because he gets double use, but I can do nothing, so just counter. No attacks. Also a bummer. Guess we'll ponder first. See if we can't do something. 3 lands. Yeah, thanks. That's not happening. And got a Tundra anyway after the shuffle. That sucks. Alright, well, not ideal draws, unfortunately, but what can you do? And he gets Gristlebrand too. He just, what can I say? He drew well. We didn't. He started both games with the seal, despite us having some pretty awesome disruption. Just wasn't enough. Unfortunately, just not enough. So many ways to get through that too, which makes this such a big bummer, but I can't do anything about it. I have to, unfortunately, unhappily accept how this game's progressing, but these things happen. Our deck's not very good. He was, like I said, the turn 1 Imperial Seal both games. Not what you want to see against Reanimator, since Reanimator decks are so reliant on having many things. Entomb, plus a res spell, plus a discard outlet. Like, there was just plenty of things that had to go right for him for us to lose this, and they all went right, so I can't do anything about that. He also has Black Lotus, Library of Alexandria, and Mox Jet, so his deck is so much better than ours that it's actually not even funny. His deck is vastly, vastly superior to ours, so the fact that I lose this actually doesn't even bug me. The fact that we had a chance of winning it is actually more unbelievable. Couple that with the fact that I'm running sort of Body and Mind against a Reanimator deck. This match, I don't actually think this match could have been worse for us. I don't think we could have had a worse matchup. A mediocre deck versus a Reanimator deck. Our ways to win are fill your graveyard, which helps your strategy. Yeah, awful, awful matchup for us. The counter spells we were reliant on, and they just didn't do it. Just did not do it. All right, we'll see you in round 3. Hopefully we can get a win. If we don't, I'm not even that bummed about it. Our deck's not very good. The fact that we won round 1 should make me happy enough, to be honest. All right, we'll see you in round 3.